Okay, we're going to start down here at the tents at City Hall, and we are getting ready to start the March for Our Lives here in Louisville, and we're so happy to be a part of it. Let me steal one of you for a second. Are you guys registering voters?
Across the way.
Across the way. Can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing here today?
I'm here marching for the lives of my grandchildren and the rest of the children in the world. Something needs to be done about these mass shootings. It's not going to be just gun control. It needs to be there's mental health issues that need to be addressed. And we need all to stand together. And if we don't stand together, then we're going to fall.
Alone. What's your name?
Georgiana Miller.
Thank you so much for being here today, Georgiana. I'm Tara Bassett. It's nice to meet you.
Tara Bassett.
You guys have a good day, and hope you'll have a lot of people who are paying attention. I'm going to start walking towards the marchers, okay? So as we move, we are going to see more people arriving, and they are in ponchos. They have umbrellas. Some are wearing boots, some are wearing tennis shoes. We're all guaranteed to get wet today, but it's certainly going to be worth it. Better wet than dead is what we like to think about. Hello, League of Women Voters. Tell me about what you're doing here today, League of Women Voters, and thank you for being here.
We are registering young voters. Our old voters are young
anyone who's
people
not
and old
voting.
people who are not registered.
What is your name, ma'am?
My name is Catherine.
I'm Tara Bassett. Nice to meet you. I'm glad that you guys are here today. I'm going to start walking towards the marchers, but what's the message that you want to get across to the folks who are coming today?
Is this going to be on TV?
It's live right now on Facebook, so that's okay. You're all right.
Well,
We just want to
Somebody's signing up right now.
understand how important it is to vote, how it makes a difference.
It does make a difference. How long have you been voting?
Oh, since I was 18 years old.
That's exactly right, and that's what we're trying to teach today.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we had a gentleman, well, it might have been 21. We had a gentleman here who said he registered when he was 18 years old. He's probably like, what, in his 70s?
Oh, that's
He's
fantastic.
only missed one time in his life.
That's amazing. All right, good job, ladies. Thank you so much. Did I just see you registering to vote?
Yes.
How old are you?
I am 17.
Excellent. So when is your next election going to be that you can vote in?
November.
All right. That's the one that's going to catch them. Grab them by the midterms. That's the new, I didn't make that up. That's the new chant. So we've learned it. Thank you for registering, ladies. All right, we're going to see if we can walk backwards now. The reason that I had to start here and go backwards is because I have to head down to the art show at the Melwood, which is called Passport to Art. And my dear friend Sharon Cecil has organized it, and I promised her a year ago that I was going to MC this event long before anyone ever knew that this amazing march was going to have to take place. So I'm now walking backwards to where the marchers are going to be, and I wish I had a way to show you my cool little MacGyvered camera umbrella, but of course I can't because I would have to take a picture of my own phone. So I'll see if I can get somebody else to take a picture of it, and I'll post it later. But hopefully Becca White Honeycutt is going to be tuning in because she knows what a MacGyver I am. It basically consists of two skewers, which you would normally use to make shish kebabs, and a plastic baggie taped into the skewers and over the top of the phone. So hopefully it will be okay. Judith, I will see you at the courthouse. Wynn, I'm glad you're watching. Thanks for being here, Amy. Cindy, grab Arthur and come on down, baby. Daniel Boone, my God. I'm so glad to know that a statesman like you is watching. Hey, Caroline Johnson, you've been fighting your own battles. Thanks for fighting this one with us. Mike Wallenford, Lenny Mello, golf professional, Jurgen Tossman, awesome actor and director. Hi, Jeff Stone. Hi, Shirley Ferris Frams. So glad that you are with us. Okay, and I'm going to do what I normally do when I'm chasing a dog and just break all laws to get down here as quickly as I possibly can. Thank heavens I have my battery packs with me, at least two, so I will be able to keep this puppy running. And what I have to get to right now is a part of town where there was a lot of water a few weeks ago. The entire downtown from Main Street to the river was pretty much underwater due to the flooding that occurred. And boy, was it a mess. Hey, Sharon McWilliams, send us a lot of your positive, wonderful, wise woman energy, will you? We would appreciate that. I was really thinking ahead, and I brought some gloves with me that are not really gloves. They are the plastic gloves that you use like when you're preparing chicken and stuff. Yeah, because it will keep my hands dry, even if not too warm. That's okay. At least they'll keep them dry. Hence, a degree or two warmer. Hi, Sharon. I love you too. I can see your little hearts flying up at me. So, excuse the sickening feeling of my phone moving while I put my gloves on. Okay, I'm ready now. So, as we continue to Waterfront Park, where we're going to see a whole lot of people, hopefully many under the age of 18, marching for our lives. I'm hoping to see a lot of adults there to support the kids. I know there are several people who are sick at home. Hey, Lila. And I know there are a lot who are deterred by the rain and the cold. But God is smiling on Louisville right now because it's not raining. Hey, Brian. It is not raining at this moment. And I am going to cross my fingers that it doesn't rain during the course of this walk. And then the deluge can come, because we will all be back safe in our homes. And God protect all of the marchers today. Let us not have any conflicts that lead to violence. Even if you don't agree, you have the right to express your opinions. And I'm talking about all opinions. And I will give honest coverage to both sides of the discussion, and I'll ask both sides what they think. But I'll tell you right now, I think that people who are outraged at kids walking out would most likely be more outraged at kids being carried out in body bags. And again, that's not an original thought. That is something that I have heard repeated over and over and over again. Hey, Joe. Hey, Sharon, you know what? I'm not brave and courageous. Those kids who survived Parkland and Marshall and Heath and all of the other shootings are the ones who are brave and courageous. I'm just a humble documentarian and grateful I've had the life that I've had, where I could go to school without having to worry about making it home alive. As I said to someone on Facebook today who was critical of a young woman holding up a sign that essentially said, for someone who says the solution to a good guy with a gun is a bad guy with a gun, or vice versa, the solution to a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun, sounds to me like they're just trying to sell two guns. She believes what she's saying. She has the right to express it. And I said that. I said the woman said she was completely wrong. I said, you know, even if you don't agree, give these kids the right to express themselves, because after all, that's how we build leaders, with expression. And this is a very strong voice for our country. It reminds me of when I was at Boys Girls Nation when I was 16 years old. It was the bicentennial year of 1976. And I have never been more proud to be any place than I was with those kids. All of us, 300 of us, cream of the crop seniors, rising seniors in high school, a program sponsored by the American Legion Auxiliary and the American Legion, which later my parents led in Roswell, Georgia, and were absolutely phenomenal in their support of Boys and Girls State and Boys and Girls Nation. And as we stood in the Capitol, we sang, "Let there be peace on earth." And the memories from 42 years come back. The feeling of solidarity, the feeling of strength, And I look back at the kids that I went to Boys and Girls Nation with now, and it's absolutely phenomenal what each and every one of us has accomplished. And it doesn't matter whether we've been stay-at-home parents, or we've been volunteers, or we've been professionals in whatever capacity, we've all made an impact. And it's because we were caught young by the people who cared about us becoming the next generation of activists. And this is the next generation of activists. And I'm so extremely proud of them. And I'm really, really proud of the adults who are standing beside them and letting them know that we support them and we're with them. And, you know, hi Jenny, hi Judith again. I asked my best friend who's a teacher if anything ever happened to please make sure she was safe. And she said, after my kids are safe, and I think about these teachers who have given their lives to protect these children, it's absolutely heart-wrenching. And you know, I know a lot of people don't agree with this particular opinion, but I'm going to state it anyway. I fully support school resource officers being armed in schools, because I have seen and heard about circumstances that are far beyond what any of us ever have experienced in school. And unless you're there, and unless you see what happens in the schools, it's hard to understand why an armed officer would be justified. So, be that as it may, and feel differently than I do, I support that aspect of our protection. I am not in favor of untrained professionals with a modicum of instruction being armed in schools. I don't think that guns in schools are going to make a difference, and I think they could actually cause more of a problem. But I fully support a school resource officer who has had the training and who knows how to handle it, having that gun. Hey Amy, hey Cassie. Oh Cassie, I'm so glad you're at DC. Give Bob my love for me. Bob Simon, ladies and gentlemen, one of our former meteorologists in Louisville. And he and his wife moved out of the state, but they are always with us on Facebook livecasts, and I'm so grateful for them being in Washington to be a part of the big march there. They forecast 200,000, but based upon what we've experienced before, like when the Women's March took off, 2 million plus, I just have a sneaking hunch we're going to see a lot more people than 200,000. A lot more. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go through the garage. That's the ticket, as somebody used to say. I know, I was a little bit too young for Vietnam, Jurgen, but my sisters were not. And at least my older one probably will deny now that she ever did it, because she doesn't like to admit to things that in any way are, well, I would say troublesome in regards to civil disobedience. She's very straight arrow, straight of the line, follow the rule book, and oftentimes those protests were not following the rule book. But this one will be. I have no doubt. Valerie, welcome. Debbie, glad to have you. I'm hoping that we'll have a very strong presence of peacekeepers, those folks who have volunteered and have been trained to deal with the things that happen in the course of a march like this, whether there are misunderstandings or people who are in just serious disagreement with each other. I think it would be a very challenging job, and I appreciate the people who take it on. And I also want to thank our Louisville Police Department and all of the other first responders who throw themselves into the line of danger, whether it's running into a school shooting or a fire or car accidents that require immediate responses. They are incredible. My family is a long line of police officers and veterans and firefighters, many of them in New York City. And I'm very, very grateful for their lead and for all that they have done for us. All right, I'm approaching. I took a little bit of a circuitous route. I went about a block out of my way because I was talking and not paying attention. Hey, Karen. Or Kevin, hey. Hey, Artie. I've got tape on my phone in an attempt to keep it somewhat dry. And man alive, I think this is going to be a really good crowd. If you're sitting at home watching me, I challenge you to buckle up, put your plastic clothes on, and come on down here. The rain has not started again. It's not falling. People are keeping their umbrellas up just in case, I think, but it is not raining. It is not excessively cold. Everybody here is prepared, but I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to have a fairly good dry period here. And if you see me getting a little shaky, it's because I'm either plugging in or doing something else. Look at this crowd, man. I'm going to go right up to the flag bearers and talk to them about what's going on. I'm going to get right in front of the media. Yeah, I am. This kid keeps moving. All right, guys, you're on Facebook Live. Tell me what you're doing today.
We're fighting against the NRA. They're not going to kill any more people. I'm marching for my life.
I'm waiting for you, man.
Just marching against gun violence.
Yep. Marching to protect all students everywhere.
What school are you from?
St. X.
Excellent.
Marching to protect myself and others.
What's your school?
North Oldham High School.
First of all,
DuPont
please
Manual.
do not walk in the
DuPont
street.
Manual.
Stay on
DuPont
the
Manual.
sidewalk.
Eastern High School.
Please, for your
DuPont
safety,
Manual.
Stay
Where are you from?
on the sidewalk.
Where are you from? What
Okay?
school?
Also, I would like to call
Manual.
for any elected officials.
What school?
St. Raphael. St. Raphael.
How old are you guys?
I'm 13.
Yeah?
8th grade.
Awesome. And what inspired you to come out here today? Because this is a wet, cold, nasty day. Why did you come? Are you shy? You're not shy. Talk to me. Why'd you come?
Because I'm against guns in school and I don't want kids to
We're going to get ready to go here in just 1 or 2 more minutes, okay? So hang tight.
Where are you from?
Louisville?
I love the adults, but I want to hear from the kids. What do you think about today? Where are you from?
I'm from in town.
All right. And what are you doing here today? What's your purpose?
I'm here to stand up for other high school students. How many more of us have to die?
Very good point. Sir, how old are you? Ma'am, how old are you?
I'm a girl.
I knew you were a girl.
Sorry.
Sorry. I'm looking behind you there.
I'm 12 and I'm in middle school. Well, how long is it going to take until elementary school gets hit? Exactly. They can't defend themselves. We need to take a stand.
You're doing that today?
Yep.
Ma'am?
I'm 14, I'm in middle school. There's some kids who don't even go to school anymore because they're so scared. And why my friends don't even go to school anymore because they're so scared. We need to stand up and make gun laws way stricter than they are.
Yes, good. Sir, now I'm going to ask you, what are you doing here today?
I'm showing support for the gun victims and trying to get the politicians who are in office to change their minds about the being prostitutes to the NRA. It's time.
What are you doing here, ma'am?
I'm also here to support the kids and try to get the word out that this is not what the Constitution really meant when it allowed for a well-regulated militia. We don't need all of these guns.
Adults in the back!
Students in the front, adults in the back is what they're saying. Students in the front, adults in the back. I guess that means Mayor Fisher, too. Let's go find out. Let's go find out. Students in the front, adults in the back, John and Greg. What do you say?
Good to see you.
Where are you
help support these incredible young people who are so passionate and so determined to change our gun safety laws in this country. And I'm 100% behind them. And so proud of them.
Me too. Excuse me. Okay. Students in the front, adults in the back. We are kicking off. I'm going to carry it just like this. Hey, Fallon. I think one of the signs of youth is that these kids are marching at a much more rapid pace than you see a lot of adult marches, which is pretty damn cool. Whoa, got somebody who almost tripped there. That's a big sign. It says, "We've had enough." This is what democracy looks like. 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 Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. What do we want? Justice! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! How are we gonna get it? What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! How are we gonna get it? People power! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! How are we gonna get it? People power! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! How are we gonna get it? People power! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! How are we gonna get it? People power! What do we want? Justice! When do we want it? Now! How are we gonna get it? I gotta run to stay ahead of these guys. To slow down because they're a little bit in danger moving as quickly as they are. I'm trying, Lila. Not much else I can do. Over there, obviously one of the peacekeepers and guides. Wonderful lawyer we have. John Yarmouth walking alongside the kids. Greg Fisher walking alongside the kids. Let's hope that our city and our state puts their money where their mouths are and works very hard. They don't want to lose the momentum, obviously, but they had to slow the crowd down a little bit just because the extraordinary number of kids, the enthusiasm, the activism that is being shown here is phenomenal. And the violence. Stop the silence and the violence. Stop the silence and gun violence. Another sign that says I shouldn't have to lose my life for my education. How many are too many? Of course, the March for Our Lives, hashtag enough. Can you run 3,000 feet for 1 second? If not, wow. Some of these signs are quite amazing.
This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. This is 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 what democracy looks like.
We've got clear streets. Hey Jeff, glad you're here. Hey Kathy. Hey Denise. Hey Cecilia. Hey Dan. I think they rolled up the big sign because it was a tripping hazard. So now they've got some of the smaller signs out front. They were having some trouble. We don't want to quell the enthusiasm, but man, these kids can move. They can move. Incredible.
We say fight back, get back, fight back. They say get back, we say fight back, get back, fight back. They say get back, we say fight back, get back, fight back. They say get back. Fight back. Not guns. Kids, 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 not guns.
Kids, not guns.
Mr. Housing.
Chris, it's nice to see you again. I'm Tara Bassett.
Hi.
We're talking to a lot of kids, but I want to talk to a staff member because you're huge on doing all these rallies, and we thank you for being an organizer. What do you feel like the experience is going to be today for these kids in 20 years?
Oh, look at them. I think seeing it right now, the enthusiasm, the empowerment. I hear them saying, as I brought the kids back and they saw all of the people lining up, they were like, look, we did this. So they are getting a sense of empowerment and that they can make a difference.
And
they are making a difference. They're inspiring me. They're energizing me.
They're inspiring all of us. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Chris. I appreciate it. I'm wondering when the adults in the back will apply to Mayor Greg Fisher and Congressman Yarmouth. I see kids in the front.
Well, we did ask for them.
Students shouldn't be victims. I'm excited. I mean, there's a lot of seriousness here. There's no question about the seriousness of this subject and of the purpose. But my gosh, the enthusiasm is absolutely incredible. And it's something that we want to capture and keep with us and in our hearts all of our lives. And I know these kids will too. All right, I'm switching batteries, so hang in there with me for just a minute. That's what I need. I need one of those things. It's a steady cam. Be a lot steadier than by my hand. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Ann. It's not really raining. You still have time to get down here for the rally. You know, there's a bit of a mixed message in asking them to slow down, right?
Well,
It's
yeah,
all
but,
for safety.
but all the old people are probably about 6 blocks back. It always happens.
Ken,
But it's hard to
why
do.
did you volunteer today, Ken Nevitt?
Oh, because I want to come out for the young people today. I'm so glad, and something has to be done about these guns.
You're an old protester yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, I've been doing it for a while, working today as a peacekeeper.
I know. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate you. So I've talked to kids from high school, I've talked to some elementary school students. The one child who said to me in a very grown-up way, what if we have a shooting in elementary school? They can't defend themselves. What an amazing statement. And such insight from a child who's 11 years old. Now the chant is "We Call BS," which is what the first student at Parkland who spoke so eloquently said all of the promises that were being made, they called BS How many more injured? How many more shot? Tell the NRA we won't be involved. We call BS. 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 Stop the violence. Stop the silence and gun violence. Stop the silence and gun violence. End the silence and gun violence. Stop 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 the silence and gun violence. And gun violence. And gun violence. Stop the silence 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 and gun violence. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Yes, it is. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. No matter what they are marching for, agree or don't agree, they have the right to express themselves. They're doing it in an extremely peaceful manner. A lot of excruciating pain you can see in the faces of some of these kids. Anger on the faces of others. Disbelief on the faces of some as if they can't believe they're actually having to do this. I can't either. Hold this a minute. Right there.
Okay.
United we stand, divided we fall. 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 United we
Okay, I'm going to take my life into my hands here myself. In the event that I get crushed in this human maelstrom, just go with me, okay? I'm going to wait until the big sign passes, and then I'll walk straight into the crowd.
Enough is enough! 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 Enough is enough!
Okay. Almost something eerie about the fear leaking red.
Vote them out! 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 Vote them out!
And they're still coming around the corner.
Vote them out! 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 How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA! How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA! How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA! How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA! How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA! How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA! How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA! How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA! How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA! How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA! How many kids have died today? Hey, hey, NRA!
And they're still coming around the corner. I dare say we are going to meet and surpass the Louisville Women's March gathering both this year and last year. We have to give credit to the incredible enthusiasm and organizational skills of these young Americans. I'm not going to call them kids, I'm not going to call them children. They are young Americans, and they are exercising their right to express their feelings, their freedom of speech, their right to form in safe and expressive groups. And they mean everything they're saying. the street all the way to the other side of 6th is full. People are huddling under the bank overhang. And the sad part of this is that I am not going to be able to stay for the speeches because I have to go to Passport to Art.
Okay. Awesome. So, welcome out here. Okay, so before we get started, if you are a student speaker, or if you are an elected official or someone introducing a student, if you are a speaker, come up here. We need to talk to you.
Democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like!
your credit card. Mary Ann Cowley. Just know we have it up here. Don't freak out. I got it for you. That's fine. You chill. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey! The NRA has got to go! Hey, hey!
What do you think about today?
I've never been to a protest before. This is a little crazy, and I'm glad I'm here.
If you are at St. Xavier this year, what are you going to do next year? Are you still in high school?
College. I don't know where yet, but
Will you continue your activism?
I hope so, yes.
What's your name?
My name is Adam.
Adam, thanks for being here today.
Absolutely.
Be careful, all right? I'm going to give you a broad view, if I can. I can't get up tall. I am absolutely certain that some of our stations must be covering this live. I know 41 is here shooting, but I have no idea whether that means that they're live because I couldn't get close enough to the photographer with his headphones on to ask him that question. So, please stay with this program and hopefully somebody else is going to pick up where I'm leaving off. I'm headed to the Melwood Arts Center, Arts and Entertainment Center, I should say, where I will be emceeing our Passport to Art, which is being organized by a wonderful woman named Sharon Cecil to help give opportunities to kids who are hungry, homeless, and neglected. And as much as I hate to leave, that's really important too. So, you guys have a good afternoon. I'll pick up my live from there because I want to see it too. What is Puppy Pack Adventures? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
Puppy Pack Adventures is my podcast, and we go on adventures and we have a lesson learned, and my 3 dogs and I are the stars. So they're 5 minutes long. Cool. Go to puppypackadventures.com.
I didn't realize who I was talking to. I'm sorry. Hello.
That's okay. We don't look the same in our ponchos and hats, do we?
Yeah, we look so much better.
I've got to go do another event.
You had that.
You guys take care. Puppy Pack Adventures. Thanks, Donna. Well, that was nice. Gosh, somebody just saw my Puppy Pack Adventure sign and was ready to let me go. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now I can give you a bit of a broad shot here. Oh, I wish I could stay to hear these speeches. Ah, crap, Maureen, I'm so sorry. Well, you know, I committed to this other thing a year ago, so I have to fulfill my obligation, and I wish that I could stay, but please, somebody else pick up this live cast. There's got to be somebody down here who's got a freaking phone. I've seen half a dozen people I know, all of whom are capable of doing it, so I just hope they know how, and they will take the time. Thanks, you guys. Love y'all. Couldn't be here today. Participate in some other way. Voter registration is always an issue. They can always use help getting kids and adults registered to vote. And if we're going to do anything, we're going to need to get people into office that are going to listen to what we need them to listen to. And I think that one of the kids said it really well today. If you object to someone walking out of school, you sure should be objecting to kids being carried out in body bags. All right, I'll pick up a free cast from when I get up to Melwood. All right, thanks guys.